All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to today's live stream. Let's talk a bit about bootcamps. Let's talk about self-paced bootcamps and what to do in data engineering, how to learn data engineering. And I'm wondering, I don't know. Let me know in the comments where you are coming from. If you see this on LinkedIn or if you see this on YouTube, because when I check my LinkedIn, I never see that I'm live. There used to be on the top of the profile, there used to be a live now thing, but this actually never shows this anymore. So for the last few live streams, I didn't see this, so I haven't saw this. So I don't know what's going on. If you see this, I already see people here on YouTube. Hi guys, welcome to today's live stream. Hey David. Okay, all right, David, you're on LinkedIn. Do you see in my profile that I'm live, or have you seen this event before? What's the matter here? I don't know what the problem is. Would be very interesting to see. Yeah, I want to take a few minutes, talk about came from the mail and from YouTube. Hey Suraj. Yeah, thanks for being a subscriber for the mailing list. Hey Omar. Hi, welcome. Yeah, I'm guessing not a lot of people see this actually on LinkedIn anymore. I don't know. Maybe I need to write the LinkedIn service to ask if this is normal nowadays. I don't know what's going on there. Yeah. So I hope you have had a great start of the week. It's already Tuesday. It's the time is going crazy. So that is something really a week is nothing. LinkedIn is showing live. Is it Suraj? Is it showing? Is it showing on the on top of my profile live, or is this just because you see this basically the first one? I can show this to you. Here. Usually, if you're live on LinkedIn, there is my profile. Usually, this should show it like this here, and magnify. One sec. And usually here on the top, this always showed here live, and I never see this anymore. You can see here that I'm live here, right? But it's never. I don't know what's going on. For me, this never shows up. So we can see 13 people here on LinkedIn. Very strange. Very strange. Yeah. Okay. Let's not focus on this. So the thing is, and why I made this, where I set up this live stream. A lot of people tend or want to get into data engineering, right? It's not on the top. It says here Suraj. Strange. Okay, so I'll get sidetracked again by the comments. So what I wanted to set up, or why I set this up, is so I created a bootcamp for people because people. I get asked so much, Andreas, what's the roadmap? What's the roadmap to learn data engineering? What's the roadmap for the individual topics? And I send people to my academy, right? It's the goal. Okay, I have my academy. I always say, okay, go into the academy, and here we have basics, we have platform pipeline fundamentals, fundamental tools and projects. But people always are confused, or they say, oh, Andreas, in what order can I learn this? So I was thinking, okay, how can I make this more interesting and make this more valuable for you guys? And basically what I started now is I created the first bootcamp for people. This is a self-paced bootcamp. That means you can come in, you can start it wherever you want. You can go along whenever you want. Whenever you have problems, you put your questions in our Discord and we help you with this. But the idea is, let me share this with you basically here. Now I'm logged in. I set this up as this kind of a course, like bootcamp course. And in this bootcamp, I then created videos for everything. And this is a complete, let's say, a roadmap for someone to go through and to learn. Now we're starting with Spark and Kafka streaming bootcamp, to go through and to learn how can I stream data with Spark and Kafka. But I think we also created a website here. Let me go to the website. So you can have more information. Just go to the Academy and click learn more here. And this shows you, okay, this is basically the project that you're going to do. You're going to have a data set here, and we're going to simulate a producer that actually writes data with Python into your API that you create. This will then publish the messages to Kafka. You will process it with Apache Spark streaming, put this into MongoDB as a document store, basically in a JSON format, and then you create a Streamlit user interface where you can then search the data and visualize the information. It's basically a bit like an online store. This is e-commerce data. So this is basically an online store where people make transactions, people purchase stuff, and then you can see, okay, these are the customers' invoices, or the invoices for the customer ID so-and-so, and then you can also search by the invoice number and get then all the things that are on the invoice. So this is basically the goal that I have set up for everybody, and now for you to have basically a path, because people need a path, right? I made it so that we start first, we go through basically data engineering introduction. What is data engineering? Who are data engineers compared to data scientists? Then I want to teach you Python for data engineers, everything that you need. Docker, right? You're going to go through Docker, and you're going to learn because every one of these tools, and also every one of these tools we're setting up as a Docker container, or we're running as a Docker container. Our fast API, we're building an image and then running this as a container. And this basically gives you a complete end-to-end pipeline. Now, then Docker, go through pipeline design, go a bit through security of platform and pipelines. Then I have one choosing data stores and data modeling, which gives you an idea. Okay, what's a document store? Why are you going to use this? How are you designing the data or modeling the data for a document store, but also for other stores? And then we're coming into the actual individual tools, right? We have here, when we scroll up again, we have Fast API to create APIs, Kafka, Spark, MongoDB. And those are the steps then that you take here. You're going to learn here how to build APIs with Fast API through Python, understand how Kafka works, understand how Spark works, MongoDB works, and then you're going to build this whole project from end to end, complete thing. And the cool thing with this, how I set this up, is when we look at the curriculum here, at the end, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a few challenges that you should solve, that you can basically improve this project, make this project your own, where you are going to find new problems and trying to solve new problems. And also you are going to get a certification for this. So once you basically succeeded with the quizzes, then you can actually get yourself a Spark and Kafka streaming bootcamp certificate for this, right? So the idea is to give you a better roadmap of, okay, of course, these are parts that are in the Academy, right? We have everything here already in the Academy, but this gives you a direct path. And through the quizzes, you're going to remember, or you're going to basically again work through this and figure out if you have understood this right. Doreen asks here, Is the bootcamp free or paid? Plus, when are we starting? So the thing is, again, you can start whenever you want. This is set up. This is included in my Data Engineering Academy, right? The academy with over 30 courses, and also now the bootcamp, where you get one thing, you get the academy, and everything is included here. All the courses or the example projects, the bootcamp with the certification. We have a certification for associate data engineer. With me, that's everything is included. Right now, we are giving 25% off right now. So this is $220 for the year, and I think $399 for unlimited access. So you will always get the new stuff, and you will always have access to everything. So yeah, this is the first bootcamp that I set up. Depending on how people like this and what you guys say. If you guys say this is good, then I'm going to continue, and I'm going to build more bootcamps here that are self-paced, where you can go through, where you have everything explained, and basically really good roadmaps. Now, we could build this. I'm thinking of doing this for AWS. We have a lot of AWS stuff in the academy. Data modeling, we have a lot of stuff in the academy. GCP, we have a lot of stuff. We could also do something, with dbt, Snowflake kind of things. So there are a lot of possible bootcamps. Also Azure. There's a new Azure course right now in the development. And we could also build our existing Azure stuff into a larger bootcamp for you. So, yeah. I don't know, write in the comments. What do you think? Is that something? Do you think that helps about having good roadmaps and basically making quick progress? Because I think having these pre-created paths that you can take, and then always testing if you understood the stuff that you've done. I think that is very, or in my mind, that is very valuable. Of course, this is not as individual and or doesn't have as much feedback as my coaching, right? Because this is only the academy. We also have the coaching, right? Where we're setting goals for you or with you. We create a learning plan for you, where we have coaching sessions where you can come by and where you can basically get individual help from me, but also from Rokia and Santiago, who are also doing the mentorship sessions every week, where you can come by and join the sessions, listening to what other problems other people have, and getting your questions asked. So answered, I mean. So that's That's the other thing, right? Where we basically, the idea with the coaching is we have a kickoff meeting here in week 1 and 2, and then we create a learning plan for you, and then everybody has a one-on-one session with me, basically to figure out, is the learning plan right for you? What should we add to the learning plan? And then through that, you have 6 months time of working on your project or on your projects to actually reach your goals, the goals that we set in the learning plan, and document your work on GitHub and so on. And then you always attend the coaching sessions, and you just repeat this process here. Right. Yeah. Toyin, how about feedback on work and mentorship? This is basically, we are doing this also for the normal academy, but they're only through the Discord channel, right? They're only, if you have questions, you just send it in over Discord and we help you. If you want feedback on the project documentation, you just send this as a normal academy student. You just send this over to us, and we help you there. So that it's not a big deal. Now we do all the time. Cloud is where everything is in the future. Would love the bootcamps on AWS, Azure, and GCP. Yeah, they're coming. The thing is, I could have started with AWS here. We have a ton of AWS stuff. Like there is building a stream and batch processing pipeline on AWS. The whole platform. We have one project about lake houses on AWS. We have one machine learning and containerization on AWS. But the thing is, right now I'm re-recording the AWS course because that had a few issues that I didn't like and where people always struggled. So I'm right now recording, and that's why I didn't start with the AWS one. GCP, we could, for instance, do GCP next. GCP we could easily do next. It would be very simple to do the GCP course, GCP bootcamp. And then you can actually go through it. You have a clear path. You have quizzes. You have a certificate at the end. You can basically then document this on your GitHub or on LinkedIn and so on. And and basically leverage the prepared content for you. Because also this is something I always say to my coaching students. Now we are going to have a new 10 more students this month. We're starting this month, or we're opening the coaching this month again. And to the last group, I said, like, I'm going to send you to resources in the academy that fit to your goals. But this is just the first part, right? If you, let's say we're doing AWS, you can easily use the academy then to build the project, but then we're going to figure out, okay, how can we change this? How can we change the data so that you can set new goals, do data modeling, basically make this your own and work through new problems. And that, I think that is a big thing. Of course, with the coaching, it's simpler because I have a direct access to people. I'm doing sessions every Friday, Rokia and Santiago every Tuesday and Wednesday, and this way we're very close with you working on this. But I think this bootcamp stuff is, and it's self-paced, because the biggest beef I have usually with bootcamps is that it requires so much time from students and so much basically the bootcamps are very quick, right? They're a few weeks, and if you fall behind once, you're screwed. If you fall behind once, then you're not going to catch up most likely, and I don't like this. That's why I also added to the coaching time. I made it 6 months, so you are going to have enough time as a coaching student to actually react if life happens. Like we all know how life happens, right? There is stuff with the kids. There are meetings you have to attend. Maybe at work you have to travel, and then if you're doing a bootcamp while you're doing this, you're most likely screwed. So yeah, say it. Yeah, so happy to join the live session. Ask a question. Say it. What do you have on your mind? Yeah, we're here, 35 people. Again, if you want to explore this, go to learndataengineering.com, and then just basically here, you can scroll down here, and here's the overview, the academy or the coaching, and then just click on the academy, and here you have all the content that you can actually, here's the link to the bootcamp, and here I think this even lets you explore all the individual courses that we have, right? The individual topics like Databricks, Spark, what do we have? Elasticsearch, Airflow, Snowflake, DBT, AWS, Azure, GCP. This actually, I finally need to rename this to lake houses. ML on AWS, a fun contact tracing project, right? Time series, Hadoop, Dockerized ETL with AWS. So a ton of stuff. But and then when you want to explore this, no, this is I think I need to go in here with an incognito window. So you go to all courses, and then you just like, let's say you want to, I don't know, ML and containerization on AWS. Click here, have a quick introduction by me here, where I explain you basically what this is all about. Come on, here, and then you can build here a project. And the thing is, that's a good question here, Toyin. Does this explore more advanced context, or is this strictly for beginners? So the idea is, and for me, basically what I found out is whenever I do super complicated courses, nobody does them. So everybody has in mind like, oh, I need the super advanced content because that will, like a 6-hour course with all the details. Nobody is going to go through them. Remember or think about like how many courses have you done on a technology. Let's say a Spark course, and then you go on Udemy, you get a Spark course for $20, and this Spark course is 7-8 hours long. Who does that? Nobody does that. So the goal for me is always to get you into a position where you can then improve by yourself, where you know then, basically, let's say on AWS, you then know, okay, what's Lambda? How do I use Kinesis? How can I stream data through? How can I set up an API? How does Redshift work? And how can I set up a relational database there? Like these kind of things. And of course, I'm doing stuff we have stuff with Elastic Container Registry and ECS, Elastic Container Service, and like Fargate and stuff. But this will not go into like all the depth that you could have, because I want to give you the opportunity. Like, let's say you're a data engineer, you're versed in AWS, and you say, "Oh man, I'm seeing a lot of Azure popping up," or you're in Azure and you say, "Oh man, in my industry, a lot of GCP is actually happening." Then I want you to be able to go in, start with the GCP topics, and then you're versed in GCP, and you can then improve by yourself, because you're going to run into new problems, and then you know, okay, I know this. Let's do a quick Google search or quickly search ChatGPT how to improve, and then you're solving that problem then yourself. Right. So that's always my preference, instead of doing these super long, super complicated courses that nobody does and nobody even remembers afterwards. I think for me, that's always the thing how I do with the academy. And I know I get very often especially from people that are very experienced, I get the criticism that, Andreas, this should go deeper. I want to have all the details. And I know. I mean, at some point, we basically already have everything. We have AWS, we have GCP, Azure we're right now improving. We have data modeling, dimensional, relational. The SQL for data engineers is coming out soon. Python, we have Snowflake, Databricks, DBT. Basically, we almost have everything. And from there, we can then say, okay, now now we're bored. Let's not do the 30th beginner course. Let's do a super deep one. I can see this, but right now, no. The lifetime access of the academy, is that included in the coaching? Okay, the other way around. The lifetime access of the academy included in the coaching plan is amazing. Just curious, is the coaching plan having any discount as well? No, coaching is not. We're not doing discounts on the coaching one. I think we're super competitive, let's say, in this. It's already a very good price. And yeah, for me, it's like with the coaches or with the coaching, people need to have access to the newest courses. And I mean, it's just a bonus for you, so you know this will never run out and you will always have access to the academy. Yeah, this for me was very cool, and I think it's very cool for students. Are you going to work with Terraform to teach people how to script the infrastructure into place and manage it with code? We're actually right now doing this for the new Azure course. So for the new Azure course, we're preparing to set up all the infrastructure through Terraform, because I know it's like the UI is nice and click and adding information here and there. But having an actual Terraform template is super important, and people use this nowadays. So the new Azure one will have a part with Terraform. But for now, unfortunately, no. Unfortunately, we haven't gotten to this. But we're going to package this into the new Azure one. I've just cleared GCP data engineer interview. Great. Awesome. Now, what should I focus on once I join? Solving problems. That's the main thing. Like, you're going to see when you get the job and when you're working on GCP, you're going to see that people are, or the other way around. When you do the job, you're going to go in and you need to find out, okay, what are we doing? What's the data? What's our data pipelines? What's the output? What are the goals? Right? And this way, you can learn a ton, and you can learn a lot more stuff. There is going to be 90% of what they're doing, most likely you have no idea. So try to find someone who can actually help you, who can do a bit of mentoring within the company, even if it's not called mentoring, like somebody you can ask and that can help, who can help you. And I think that's the main thing. And that's, as I said, that's my goal also with the academy, like give you all the knowledge that you need for GCP. Then you go to interviews. Hopefully you get the job. You're going to know the basics, and from there you can improve. You can look into, okay, what's the company doing? I have heard this, I used this. This is how this works. And I think that's the main thing. Once you join, ask as many questions as you can, be as helpful as you can, try to figure out, okay, what are the problems that they have, how do they solve them, and then from there improve. I think that's super important and the main thing that you need to do once you get a job. Yeah. Terraform. Yeah. Another thing that I want to ask you, like who's here? Who's an advanced data engineer here? That's something I wanted to actually ask. That's something, because I wonder what are people nowadays, what do they need to get better? But maybe we talk about this next time. I'm not sure how the courses are structured, but it would be great to have a walkthrough of solving pseudo real world projects so students can get the intuition of how to handle projects. Yeah, that's one of the things. Basically, my focus is always, I'm not talking that much about it. I should talk more about the project examples or the project focus. But basically, for me, whenever we go through a technology, whenever we basically fundamental tool, whenever we go through a project, I always try to make this a end-to-end thing, right? That you have a data set, you have a data source with an API, you process the data, and then you visualize it at the end, and you store it in a fashion where you have to model it, for instance. So that's always something I'm looking for. And basically, if you want, you can like just go in there, look into the, for instance, data engineering GCP. I have there an explanation how this is set up. We have the project architecture here, end to end. You can look through, okay, what are the individual lessons here for each of these courses, and then basically you can figure out, is this something for you? Usually I talk here in the first part. I usually already explain exactly what we're doing, and this already gives you an idea of what this is, what you're going to learn. Would love to have a course from you on advanced path course. I want to grab, even if it's a small chunk of your extraordinary experience. Yeah, thanks. So what I have in mind, I've been thinking about this. A good start could be something, how to become a better engineer. Like, what are the topics that, if you're already an engineer, that you could improve on? There are a lot of things that I learned during my time as an engineer and during my time as a developer, where I think this could help you. I think that could be one of the first things to actually launch a how to become a better engineer course, for more for advanced, but also this could be good information for beginners to actually. Let's see. So I think that could be very interesting to do. What do you think, Suraj? They need everything: AWS, Azure, Databricks, dbt, Airflow. What's IICS? I'm super bad with acronyms. Like, I'm terrible with acronyms. What's that again? But like AWS, Azure, Databricks, dbt, Airflow. We all have them. We have everything. Like, I have everything in there. I have in there AWS, Azure, GCP. I have in there here dbt, Snowflake, Airflow, Databricks, Spark, Elasticsearch, Kafka, APIs, like dimensional modeling, relational modeling, dimensional modeling, platform pipeline design. There's also something coming, something new. How to basically apply better, how to optimize your CV, how to make a better documentation. We have from Andrew Jones, data prep and cleaning for machine learning, Docker, basically everything. Kubernetes is something that is missing. I get that. Basically, I mean, I feel like at some point we need to do something different. I think the bootcamps are just the first part here. Yeah. Maybe. No, Pratik, this type of bootcamp that I created here, this is completely self-paced. So this is the lectures are recorded. This thing is forwarding you to parts that are already in the academy. It's giving you a good part. We have as support, we have our Discord, that whenever you have a question, whenever you have a problem, we support you over the Discord. And you can basically then have the quizzes there, and you can earn a certificate through this. Yeah, so yeah. And for real, for the actual, this is for somebody who like doesn't want to spend $1,000 or more dollars. The academy is quite cheap, and yeah, I think it's a good format. But ultimately, we're going to see. I'm going to keep track of how many people are doing the bootcamp, how many people are passing the bootcamp. Now I need to. One thing I'm currently working on is the quizzes. That's something that we need to add there, and yeah, Yeah, let's see how many people like this. If you guys get the academy because of the bootcamps, the new format, let's just see. Let's see how this turns out. As I said, I have at least 5 more bootcamps that we could launch here, and we also have a bunch of new stuff in the making. Yeah. I like what Avinash said here. They need everything. They need everything. AWS, Azure, Databricks, DBT, Airflow. It's like, I still don't know what IICS is. I don't want to Google it now. When does it start? As it's self-paced, you can go in there right now and you can start right now. That's the cool thing with the academy. Everything is there for you. The coaching is also starting in the end of September. End of this month, we're going to close the booking. We have 10 spots, and we're going to start 4th of October. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. Any more questions, guys? Like that's I wanted to share this with you. I wanted to get some feedback from you. What do you think, if that is cool, if that is helpful? And then open for, I'm here for questions. I'm here a few more minutes, so drop in wherever you have. If you have something cool, interesting, you can always share this with me on X. Like I have an account there, and just I can't log into it here, but just go on there and mention me in a post if you want me to look at something, and otherwise check out the YouTube channel for more videos and more recordings of live stream. Is there a SQL course for beginners in the academy? Right now, not. But I can show. Maybe I can show this to you. I did a live stream about this a few weeks ago. Basically, we're right now. Now I'm the bottleneck here. I need to record so many courses, and that's the only problem. Like the course is long finished. This starts with the basics. We do select statements up to then working with window functions and so on, and basically being hands-on using, what did we use? We were using SQLite and a user interface. So this is coming. Right now we don't have one. I mean, it's for complete beginners. I don't know if you want to. I mean, this would also help you as a beginner. But usually I say, okay, I recommend to start learning, like with the academy, to start learning if you know a bit of Python and if you have the SQL basics. Yeah, let's learn. It says here, what level of SQL do we need? So usually, what do you? Let's face it. What do you need to learn or to become a data engineer and to start learning with that? So usually, you need to understand how to select, basically the old stuff, how to do select, how to do joins, create, read, update, delete. This you need. You usually need to the data modeling part, like create the database, and then with select a bit like, I don't know, averages or something that you can select, and that's usually already enough. Like you don't need to have a ton of knowledge. We're going to have stuff in there for you, especially the window functions topics. But we're also in this. We're doing a recap, basically how the select query is executed, in what order, and also a bit of fundamental stuff. But yeah, I know this is coming. It's just I'm the bottleneck here. I need to record the AWS course. I need to record the Snowflake, the SQL course. I need to get into the platform and pipeline design. I have another idea for this. I want to record stuff for this. I already figured out a few things. and then the how to become a better data engineer. Then like it's so much stuff right now. Crazy. And plus I'm doing coaching. So yeah. Having a live session once a week would be helpful. I mean, I'm doing here and there live sessions for the academy, but this is mostly like once a month or so. I'm not doing these that often. The thing for me is just time. So that's why people like the benefit of the coaching sessions. They can book time with me. Also, they can book time with other coaches. But like live sessions, I'm doing these live sessions usually every week here on YouTube. So you could just like drop in, ask a question. I can help you and answer these questions for you. The thing was last week I was quite busy and I couldn't make it last week. That's why there was also, I didn't record a new podcast for you for Friday. But yeah, most of the time I spend these sessions here. Also, I'm going to do another session, a live session here on Thursday. This will be more coaching focused for the new people, to go through the website to explain more how the coaching works, and about the previous students or ones that I had now this month. A bit of insights. Yeah. Okay, guys. I think let's drop off here. No, I think drop off is the wrong thing. I mean, let's quit here. I need to prepare a. Siddhar, there is no signing up for the bootcamp. There's only signing up for the academy. It's like if you get the academy, you get everything. And then you have the access to the Discord, and you get help from us there. That's the thing. Yeah. There are 10 spots available for the next coaching match. Look at it. Look on the website. I didn't say something before because I need in an hour the email goes out to everybody on the waiting list that the booking is open. But Leniko, yeah, it's actually already on the website and you can book it. There are 10 spots available this month. Yeah. So, but more about this on Thursday, right? The coaching is like it's a combination always. But let's talk about this on Thursday. The coaching is a combination. You can use the academy to actually get started, and then on top of that, then basically modify the things that we have there to make it your own, to solve new problems, and to get help through us. If you want, basically 3 times a week. Yeah. Okay, guys, I'm going to quit out because I quickly want to check something about the email to the wait list, and then we see each other next Thursday. So keep that in mind. Keep your eyes open about the announcement of the Thursday live stream. It was awesome to have you here. Great questions from all of you guys. Maybe we'll see each other in the academy. Maybe you're already in the academy. It's just funny. I see very often people here in the academy. They're already in there. Yeah. Have a good one. Check out Learn Data Engineering here. LearnDataEngineering.com. And yeah. See you next time.